Yeah, I
Okay.
am a learner here, and you are the trainer here at English Yari. Let's do that.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
All right.
Okay.
So, okay. So I'm joining the
Oh,
session right now. From here
great.
onwards, we'll go there. All right. Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello, and how are you?
I'm doing well.
So, welcome to the session first, and let's start the day. I would like to ask, what is your main focus for today's session? What would you like to
Mm,
learn? Good morning.
hello. Good morning, Raj.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining me. How are you doing today?
Uh, it's just a start, and
Huh?
uh, I will plan my day after the session. So it is just the start. I have just listened to a podcast, and then I'm here.
Oh, great. When did you wake up?
uh, Around 6:20 maybe.
6:20. So, are you an early riser? Do you like to wake up in the morning very early?
It depends upon what kind of routine I have followed uh, at night. So like sometimes depending upon the situation, I become night owl or early bird.
Okay, okay. So every day is it different every day?
Generally, the weekdays I want to wake up early, and
Mm-hmm.
during the weekend I wake up late because during the weekend I stay up late, so I have to wake up late.
Okay. Why do you stay up late? What do you do on weekends?
Just watching a few series maybe, uh, Netflix or Amazon series,
Ah,
so which I
okay.
do
All
not
right.
do on weekday. Yeah.
Okay. So are you pretty much occupied during weekdays from Monday to Friday? How do you go about your day?
No, I'm not occupied. It's just that I have maintained a routine like this because on weekends I have uh, some get together with my friends as well. So I spend time there as well, and that's why I wake up till late because like the time around 9 or maybe 8:30 or 9 is spent together with friends. So that time
Hmm.
after coming back I just start watching, and it happens that if something is interesting I would watch it for longer. Otherwise,
Mhm.
even on weekends I can follow the same routine because my
Okay.
routine are almost same.
Mm. Mm. Okay. Nice. Okay. I hope you have been taking sessions regularly, right, on regular basis.
Yeah, of course.
Hmm. Okay. So do you normally take in the morning, like such early mornings as well, other sessions?
It depends. Like
Hmm.
right now I feel like I'm free, I can take. I won't have that much disturbance, the background disturbance or other things. So
Hmm.
I am here, and depending on these things I book my session either early morning or late night.
Okay. 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 All right. So what makes you happy on a normal day, Raj?
uh, Happy on a normal day, if I am able to do whatever I have decided to, or if I feel that yes my day has been productive, so in
Hmm.
that way. Otherwise, like if there is any match or India performs well, because I have been a
Hmm.
big fan of cricket, and
Okay. Okay.
yeah, these are the things that makes me happy.
Oh, okay. 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 All right. So do you follow cricket closely?
Yeah.
Mm.
And
What about
what
playing?
about you?
Yeah. I'm
I
not a
mean,
big fan
what
of
about,
cricket,
yeah,
but especially on World Cups, I do watch.
not about cricket, but
Yeah.
your day and what brings happiness to you?
Oh, me, yes. When I accomplish my target, especially I set a target for the number of sessions that I need to take, and on other skill sets that I need to work upon, and if I accomplish these two, three, four checklists, then yeah, I feel accomplished. Yeah, and that gives me enough or immense satisfaction at the end of the day. Yeah,
Yeah,
that I can
sure.
say, especially on weekdays.
I mean, this is
Okay.
something a general phenomena that because everybody is trying to work on themselves or trying to
Mm-hmm.
work, whatever work they are doing, if they do good in that, of course, that will bring happiness.
Mm, yes. We all are striving for these self-actualization goals,
Right.
isn't it? Yeah. What did you study, by the way, in your college? What was your subject?
Uh, it was BCom, so
Oh, you took up
bachelor.
commerce.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. And you finished your master's in the same subject?
No, I'm just. I mean, I have completed BCom, and after that, I started doing something else, which later I dropped out of, and then
Okay.
I'm doing all these things in
Oh,
currently.
okay. All right, great. Because if you were from my same background, because I took up arts, and in arts you learn about sociology, geography, a lot of
Right.
these things. Okay? So there's this thing called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So this Maslow, Abraham Maslow, is a social scientist, and he talks
Okay.
about what are some needs human needs to go through, from physiological needs to self-actualization needs. So
Right.
yeah, ah, all right, okay. What are your plans for the day today then?
Oh, like I said, I would plan after the session because after waking up, I just watched a few podcasts and practiced
Hmm.
some pronunciation drill, and then I'm here. So I didn't get
Mm.
time to focus on what I'm going to do after this.
Okay. Oh, can you tell me about the podcast that you listen to?
Yeah, of course, it is think fast and talk smart.
Oh yeah, okay. I used to listen to that as well. Yes, Think Fast, Talk Smart. Yeah.
Right.
What was the topic?
The topic was how to be a good communicator,
Okay. Any anything
and
that stayed with you that you would like to share with me
okay,
as well?
and I mean the takeaway from that podcast would be that whenever we focus on storytelling, it's not that we have to start straight away. We have to build something for that, and then we have to continue, and we have to give examples more often, because whatever we are saying, if we are not putting some examples, that is not going to be worth to listeners. So we have to focus on listeners first. They are understand our listeners, and according to that, we have to take out the examples from real
Mm,
life. We do not
mm,
have to fabricate it, but if we take the real life examples, that would be more appropriate.
mm. Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So your TOEFL certification is it completed or you are still ongoing?
it is completed.
It's completed. Okay. So let's do
Yeah.
one thing today. Everything that you have learned from your TEFL certification and all the knowledge that you have that you have currently, I will let you drive this conversation today.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. I
Okay.
am a learner here and you are the trainer here at English Yari. Let's do that.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay?
sure.
All right.
Okay.
So, okay. So I'm joining the
Oh,
session right now. From here
great.
onwards, we'll go there. All right. Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello, and how are you?
I'm doing well.
So, welcome to the session first, and let's start the day. I would like to ask, what is your main focus for today's session? What would you like to
Mm,
learn?
I've not thought about it. Mm, I've Well, I don't know. Whatever you say.
Okay. So, first thing I would like to ask you that what is the reason behind working on English? Why do you want to improve your English?
Okay. I used to feel a lot more underconfident back in my college days, and I feel I need that practice every day. I know I have a very good grammar. My vocabulary is also something that I'm trying to work upon. But later on, if I am to land a good job, then English would be very much necessary. So for this confidence, I'm here on this platform trying to converse with a lot of trainers. And today I decided to book a session with you.
Great, thank you for that. And I can see that you are good with your speaking as well.
Mhm.
So if you have, I mean, what are the areas that you need to work on from here onwards? Because you are already speaking a good English,
Mhm.
and you don't sound underconfident as well. So what are the areas that you are looking forward to work on?
Well, thank you. Well, like you mentioned already, yeah, I think I have a decent hold on the language. But when it comes to speaking in front of a large audience, or when I have to give seminars or presentations, that time I get nervous. I feel that I really need to work upon my English. Maybe I'm not confident. I don't know. Why is it happening? Can you explain it to me?
Definitely, but you will have to understand first that English is just a language, and the problem you are saying is it can be related to other things as well. For example, whenever we have to present anything, we should ensure that we have a proper understanding or practice of that. Like even the good speakers, before giving any lecture, they practice it beforehand. Because if you focus on these things, if you practice beforehand, you would be able to speak out more confidently, and you would be able to express yourself freely. So have you noticed this kind of problem with you, that okay, sometimes it's not only about English, but whatever the content is, maybe even if you start speaking in your mother tongue, you would
Mhm.
feel that hesitant, or you would not be able to express yourself that way. Have you ever
Mhm.
noticed like this?
Yeah, yeah. This actually happens to me all the time, even when I speak in my native tongue. So last week I had a presentation to do at my office, and I knew about the content, but for some reason I just got stuck in the middle of presentation. I almost froze up for 5-10 seconds, and I thought that everybody was looking at me with judgment, and I was so embarrassed at that time, and I was so heartbroken. So that's the reason I decided to join this platform. I'm really not sure how to overcome this hesitation
Okay,
and nervousness,
I mean,
especially. Yeah.
for that reason, you have come on a right platform, because here nobody is going to judge you, and you will have that practice. Like I said, we need to practice more. These things happen only because of two things. First, we we are lack of we have lack of practice, and the
Mhm.
second, we have lack of knowledge. So sometimes if we are not have the content to speak, of course we are going to sound like a fresher, or like someone who is a learner.
Mhm.
So we have to focus on these two things. First, if you have content available to you, you have to work on that. And the
Mhm.
second, the more you practice, the more you talk, you are going to do better in that. Because all other things are pretty well. The only two things that I can think of here for you is, you have to practice the content beforehand, and
Mhm.
then you have to practice it in a way that you speak. Maybe before going to the present it, you have to practice it at your home,
Mhm.
as if you are talking to the audience. So if we do all these things, we are definitely going to improve in the same field.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, I will take note of that.
Okay, so what should we talk now? Do you have any topic in your mind?
I don't have any topic today. I just woke up quite 10 minutes ago and decided to join the session because I don't get time to practice. Nobody in my office speaks in English. It is only during presentation and seminars I have to speak. So I just thought that I would book sessions with you and maybe kick off my day with some speaking practice.
Great. So, I mean, whatever efforts you are making is commendable,
Hmm.
and here you can do that practice. Like you are saying that you do not have anyone to practice with. So, the
Hmm.
moment you start practicing with different uh, speakers, partners, you
Hmm.
would improve your speaking level, or you would feel that confidence in no
Hmm.
time. And
So.
you don't have to exert pressure on practicing itself. Like I
Hmm.
have mentioned practice so many times, you don't have to exert pressure on that, but
Hmm.
you have to just enjoy the process, and the more you talk, the better you will become. But
Yeah.
for the time being, let's change the topic, and I would like to know more about you. So if you can share something about your hobbies.
Okay. Well, I like to play football. I used to play. Nowadays, I don't get time. And these days, when I'm not working, I'm usually out going for a walk. I like to listen to podcasts, and there are a lot of podcasts that I thoroughly enjoy. Uh, and talking about on weekends, I really like to go out, especially with my friends or sometimes with my girlfriend. I like to go on long bike rides. What about you? Do you enjoy bike rides or playing any sport?
Great, great to know that you are a sports lover, and football is something that even I crave for, but I have
Mhm.
never played it on that level, because more often I used to find players in cricket. So I in the field where we used to play cricket a lot.
Mhm.
So I am a big fan of cricket, and at the same time, I enjoy watching football, especially the big matches,
Mhm.
because the energy that footballers put in, that is recommendable. I mean, that is of another level. You can't get that kind of energy in any other sport. That's what I feel, and that is
Mhm.
the one why I like football a lot. So
Mhm.
great to know that. And in terms of my hobbies, I like, I told you about cricket, and apart from that, sometimes I enjoy listening to music. So I'm a big fan
Mhm.
of music as well.
Okay.
So uh, I would like to ask, what kind of music do you listen, or do you
Mm,
listen music? Are you interested in music? If yes, then what kind of music?
yeah, that's a very good question because I used to be a huge music lover back in my college. Every time I would go somewhere, I would have this earphones plugged in my ear. These days, I don't get time, but whenever I do get time, I listen to some soothing music, and usually depends on the mood that I have. Sometimes I listen to rap music, or sometimes just tune in on Hindi songs. And yeah, but it really depends on the kind of environment I am in. Especially, it depends on the company as well. In parties, I really like to rock some really EDMs. EDMs.
Mm.
Have you heard of
Mm.
EDMs?
Oh, no, I haven't heard this. So I would like
It,
you to spill the beans for me.
EDMs stand for e- electronic dance music. All these kind of party
Okay,
songs. Yeah.
okay,
Okay. So
great,
it really
great.
gives a little bit of energy in your body, especially if you are uh, out in
Yeah,
some parties.
definitely.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Even though
By
I'm
the
not
way,
big fan of, yeah,
I have one
sorry, go
question
on.
over here. Yeah, no, because I'm really loving this conversation that I'm having with you. Okay, and I'm going forward. I want to be taking sessions with you on regular basis, and I just want to know how would you cater to my needs and how would you help me become a good speaker? Do you have any plans ahead as we if we move forward?
Of course, first of all, thank you for having that interest, that faith in me, because it's been just 10 or 15 days we are talking, and if you can see something that yes, under my guidance you can flourish, thank you
Hmm.
for that. And like I told you, you are already good, so we have to practice on different topics. So what I would you say, that we would decide a topic beforehand, and then you would come in the next session with a little bit preparation on that, or even if you don't prepare, it's okay. Because uh, more often we find ourselves in small talks where we would not be able to have any beforehand practice. We will have to speak spontaneously. So even if you don't practice, that would work on the front of getting how to speak spontaneously.
Mm,
And if you
okay.
practice well, you will be covering that part where you have to give presentation or something else. So we would do that for one thing. And the second thing, that whenever you come uh, in the session and you start practicing, I would keep a note that how well you are performing, whether uh, whether without practice or with practice. On the basis of that, I would give you some suggestions.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And what are these topics going to be? Because I really want to improve my English, especially in terms of my business communication. If you if you ask me any topic that I'm aware of, that I can keep on speaking for maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, it is not a problem. But when it comes to my workplace communication and I have to speak to senior members, clients overseas, at that time I really get nervous and I feel that I'm not a very good English speaker or communicator. And I
So,
really get intimidated when they use a lot of advanced expressions, idioms. Sometimes I don't get half of it. So how are you going to tackle these challenges that I'm facing?
great. First of all, the topics
Uh,
would not be very. Uh, I mean, the topics would be related to what you think of, or the field you are in. So, if you are uh, having problem with presentation skills or the business English, our topic would be related to that. And in to answer your second question, that
mhm,
you get problem with listening to or with understanding to advance
mhm,
phrases maybe uh, from your seniors, so that's not a big deal. They would learn that. We would start focusing on that as well. Or maybe if you start practicing one or two idioms a day, not more than that, because if we learn more, we won't be able to use them in our conversation. So the better way on working these things is just go about one or two phrases a day and try to inculcate that while speaking, or try
okay.
to try to use that while
Are you going to teach me these
speaking.
phrases and idioms?
Yeah, sure. We
Okay.
will come with that. We would work
Okay.
on that.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. It was lovely talking to you. We are almost ending to the end of the session.
Hmm.
So I would be
Okay.
looking forward to connecting you again, and we would work on all these things we have talked upon.
Okay. Definitely. Okay. Thank you. Thank you then.
Thank
Nice
you.
talking.
Thank
Bye.
you. Nice talking to you. See you
Okay.
in
Bye.
another session. Bye.
Definitely. Okay. Bye. Bye. Okay. Now, okay. Now we'll come back to our main. Okay. I have some
Okay.
feedback to share. What do
Yeah.
you think about yourself? How do you think you did?
Uh, I was clueless when you were asking all those questions back to back. Okay. Because I did not have any proper answer. How would I pick different topics related to business or all that? So even after that, I managed somehow,
Yeah.
and it was good. Maybe on scale 1 to 10, I would rate it around 6.5
Why
or
6.5?
7,
Why so low?
because I should have come up with the proper, like when you talked what kind of topic. I should have given at least three or four topics instead of just beating around the bush.
Okay, okay. This happens because you are relatively new, and whenever, for example, if you join such kind of platforms, if you get an advanced students, you can expect this
Right.
kind of question.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. With
Right.
beginners, I'm sure that you can manage very well for A1, A2 levels. But if somebody is at B2 level or C1 level, they would have that aspiration to drive even further. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yes,
Yeah.
and you can expect these kind of questions and you can get drilled. But I'm not here to intimidate you, but I'm just making you aware that if you prepare beforehand, later on,
Of
if you
course.
want to become a future tutor, definitely
Yeah,
you will
definitely. It
benefit from
gave me another area to work on. Like if I'm working or if I'm thinking of becoming a tutor, I should be ready with this kind of questions as well.
it. Yes, yes, yes. And in between, if you notice that I purposely stayed silent. Did you notice that? I was just answering your question and I was staying silent.
Yeah,
Yeah. So this
of
also
course.
happens, right? There will be some
Right.
awkward silence.
And this
Huh?
is what I do generally.
Mm. Okay. So as a
Yeah.
trainer, you have to really drive the conversation, mold it in a particular way, make it interactive, encourage the
Right.
trainers. You're doing well. I also think that you need to work upon your confidence a little because you know the language. You have that idea what you have to say, have to present. Confidence. Try
Yeah.
to work on this a little bit more. Sound a little bit energetic because
Right.
I felt that your voice, the way how you express yourself was in just one one line,
Yeah,
bland, a
of
little bit
course.
bland. Okay, yeah, and okay, that's pretty much all for today's session. If we can work on these areas, then we can. Yeah, it's what we are doing. We are putting ourselves in this situation where we can challenge ourselves.
Yeah,
Okay,
of course. Right.
great, great. Okay, so we'll keep it till here. I hope you enjoyed today's session then, and
Yeah, of course. Definitely.
maybe in the future we can have more of such activities. All right.
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
It would
So
be
thank you much.
enjoying. Yeah. Thank you
Sorry.
and have a nice day.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And you
Yeah.
too have a brilliant day. Looking forward to seeing you in the future. Take care.
Sure.
Bye.
Bye.
All right,
See you in another
brother.
session. Yeah.
Definitely. Bye bye. Okay, great.
Bye.
Yes.